Hi beautiful people, so today I'm going to be doing my sister's makeup and we are starting with priming her face with the Prime Time primer, and that is from Bare Minerals. I'm just applying that all over her face and then rubbing it in. Next I'm going to spray a spritz of the priming water from Freedom Makeup just to make sure we have got a nice base for the foundation later on. Now I'm letting that set and all sink into the skin, making sure it's not too wet when we apply any foundation or concealers. So I'm going to move on to the brows, and I'm using the brow pomade from Freedom Makeup and it's in the shade Blonde. It's absolutely perfect for my sister's brows, so that's what we went in with. And then next I'm going to use the lighter shade in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, which by the way is not mine, she got it for Christmas, and I'm just gonna basically tidy up her brows and just make the shape nice and even. I find that this really helps because if you've made any sort of like mistakes or the shape's just slightly off, you can sort of correct it to a point with this method of clean up for the brows. Next I'm going in with the Freedom Pro Correct palette, and I'm going to be using the green shade to correct all the redness in her face. I'm going to be using the yellow shades just for under the eyes and brighten those up so that she looks beautiful and awake. Next I'm just taking my Real Techniques blender and I'm just blending everything in. This video is quite long, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it anyway. Next I'm going in with the NARS Luminous All Day Weightless Foundation and also some of the MAC because that was just a little bit lighter.
Why did you want to spray something on me then?
No.
I just flinched. I was like, oh.
And I'm going to go ahead and splodge that all over my sister's face and then blend that out with a beauty, well it's not a beauty blender, I'd be lying if I said that. It is the Real Techniques sponge. So I'm just going ahead blending all that out, making sure that the sponge is wet and then rinsed, so it's not soaking wet as such, you know what I'm saying. So this is the contour kit and I literally want one of these like so bad. So birthday's coming up in February, this is going to be on the list, guys. So I'm going ahead and highlighting under the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, the forehead, the cupid's bow and the chin, and then I'm going to go ahead and pop my contour shade where I want to contour. Contour and chisel, you know, you want to look like a beauty queen. Then I'm just blending everything out. And guys, I'm not a makeup artist yet. I'm sort of learning. Next I'm going to set my sister's under eye and all the highlighted areas with the Mercier translucent setting powder. I absolutely love and adore this powder. It is bomb. I don't know if you can hear a dog barking, but next door's dog is going crazy. Okay, so if you can hear that, then just ignore it. I'm going to go ahead and do a light dusting of the translucent powder all over her face to make sure that we are setting all of the foundation. Next I'm coming in with the Freedom Makeup bronzer, and I'm just going to go ahead and contour. Basically I'm going over the places where I put the cream contour, but just defining and, I wouldn't say sharpening it up, but just making it more deep, you know, deep. Once I've done all of that, I come in with my big fluffy brush with no product on, just probably some excess from the setting powder, and I just basically go ahead and blend everything out a little bit more and just diffuse it a little bit so it's not as harsh. And then I'm coming in with the MAC blusher, and this one is Margin. It's like my favourite go-to blush, and it pretty much for me goes with everything. I'm just applying that to the apples of her cheeks, and then I'm going to go ahead and use this highlighter from the Freedom Makeup Pink and Baked palette, and it's absolutely bomb. It is so blinding. I mean, I don't know why it didn't really show up here. Maybe I didn't put enough on, but when I do mine, I literally layer that shit up. It is so bright, and I absolutely love it. So now I'm going on to the eyes, and I'm using the Morphe, I nearly said MAC then. I'm using the Morphe 35N palette, and this palette's just a really good all-round palette for sort of like everyday, smoky, glam, neutral, pops of colour in there as well, some beautiful nude shades, and because it's all matte, it's very workable. Like, sometimes I find palettes can have a lot of like shimmery shades in, and for me, I don't particularly like to blend all of those together. I don't feel like it works so well. Damn, I've got some toys going off. Yeah, so I don't feel like that will just work so well. I like to work with more matte shades and add the shimmer where I want to add it. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but yeah.
This has probably been like the worst recording video ever, sorry.
Yeah,
I know I'm a shit person. Sorry.
Look at her taking Snapchats and stuff. This video was like so hard to film. I'm surprised I got any of it properly on camera. She was moving so freaking much, so. But yeah, still good of her to let me film this, you know. So if you want to go and check out my sister's Instagram, I will leave it on the screen and also in the description box down below. This copper shadow that I'm putting on the lid is one of the Freedom Makeup single pan shadows. I'm going to be having a lot of Freedom Makeup videos coming up soon. Not exactly sure when, but as soon as I know, I will let you guys know, obviously. This is their brow palette, and I'm going ahead and setting that pomade and also just defining the brows just a little bit more. Just with a fluffy brush, just blending out some edges, making sure everything is nice and seamless. And then it's time for the lashes. I got my sister to add mascara off camera because I'm still in training, and I think me doing that would be a disaster, literally. So yes, just dusting off any excess fallout from the shadows, and then I'm going to apply some fixing spray. Now time for the lips, and we are using the Designer Blood liquid lipstick from Jefree Star. This is bomb. We both got this for Christmas, and I love it. Literally, absolutely freaking love it. And I struggled so bad putting this on her lips because she couldn't stop freaking laughing and moving and talking. So when it was smudged up at the end, I just told her she had to fix it herself. I was just like, damn girl, sort your shit out, okay? Anyway guys, so this is the final look. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!